Tariff. What is it? Tariff. Is it like Laffy Taffy? I don't know what the hell tariff is. Can someone explain it to me? All of that coming back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. How you guys doing out there? So today we're talking about tariff and what is tariff. And a lot of people are hearing about tariff right now in the news and they don't even know what the hell tariff is. They're thinking it's something new. Well, it's not something new. It's been around since the 1930s. And in the 1930s, it was called the Smoot-Hawley Act. And that was implemented in the 1930s, falling into that same era of the Depression, of the Great Depression. So the only thing good about that was that the United States, their jobs was actually up in that time, but everything else was falling down. And we saw a bad depression falling in for that era coming in. Are we doomed to repeat history again in 2018? Well, I hope not. I hope that we don't repeat the same mistakes that we repeated in the 1930s now in 2018. We have seen that the market has been having a horrible time, especially in February. February was a chaotic month for the market. It was on an up and it was on a down. It's been on a roller coaster up and down, guys, and it's been horrible. We're coming now into March and we figure, you know what? We got our footing in the ground. We should be doing better. And guess what? We get hit now with this. Now we get hit with Donald Trump actually announcing that he wants to go ahead and put this tariff act back into play. So with that being put into play, this makes things a little bit much tougher. So what is the Tariff Act? So the Tariff Act is basically a tax that is imposed on countries that we deal with, countries outside of the United States. So it's basically a sales tax that is actually being imposed on businesses outside of the United States. Businesses like, let's talk about countries like maybe Mexico, you have China, you have the UK, you have Japan. So we're talking about countries that actually does imports for the United States coming in, and now they're actually looking to do this tariff act into play. So China is one of the biggest ones that are going to get hit on this market here because they're dealing with the steel. And Donald Trump actually pinpointed out that this is one of the things that he wants to go ahead and hit with this. And on his tweet, which he put out, he actually said that, you know, having something like this is great when you go to war with one to another because that makes business better. I don't know how that can actually make business better for us, guys. I don't see that each actually being something that is positive, but it is what it is. We're also going to see that they're going to be reporting for this month here. They're going to be reporting the job situation, how well the jobs are going up. So we know that the job situation is going to be going up. And we're also going to know that Donald Trump is going to take credit for something like this. Basically, he's going to take credit for the jobs going up when in reality, the truth is the truth. And we have to give credit for the person that actually put that into play. So this is not basically something that Trump actually did, but this is something that was already into play and actually moved into that direction there. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of negative feedback for this, but it is what it is. This is a financial channel, and what we do here is we talk real talk here. So I am not going to sugarcoat it, and I'm definitely not going to give you fake news about that and tell you that, oh no, it's because of Donald Trump that actually the unemployment is actually down. That's not basically true. So with that moving forward, let's get into the idea of where the market's going to be now in March. So now in March, the market is actually going to be more madness. I'm calling it March madness for basically the idea that we got all these things going out. And again, the media loves to prick the market. And when you have news coming out from the left wing like this, coming into the market, this makes investors very weary. We have investors that don't want to go ahead and play with the market right now, don't want to get involved with the market right now. And when they see things like this, they definitely stay away from the market right now. So that's a bad thing because again, we need the market to actually keep the country running. And without that, well, then it's just a little bit much harder. We fall into a depression and we don't need that right now. We definitely don't need to be repeating the 1930s all over again, guys. So again, if you guys have any questions or any comments or anything that you would like me to discuss about, please leave it at the section below. I know I'm going to get a lot of bad feedbacks because of what I said about the president, but the truth is the truth and it has to be said. And as always, guys, more gains, more gains, more gains, giving it your maximum effort. Peace out.